Go get it done. Yeah.
Hey gang, and I am back. I am back. So I thought I'd try something a little different with this whip video, which is, I believe I'm going to do like two of them. Not like back to back, but I think because they're short on time-wise. And I usually generally like to have them like at, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes. So it will actually be like these Kirby tribute cards, and I kind of like that idea. Actually, I redrew over the Christmas break a drawing I did a couple years ago for a drawing challenge called December, which was basically drawing a DC character every day in December. And I'm a big fan of the Fourth World stuff. So I thought one of the days I chose Big Barda, and I don't know, I felt like just drawing her again, or at least redrawing it, sorta. Like in the whip video, you'll probably see what I did. So, and then it kind of like blew up on Instagram, which I did not, well, blew up for me. Like I know this is kind of like a flex or anything like that, but it was like 150 views, and any of my artwork never gets 150 views. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should keep going with this. And a friend of mine suggested, how about I just do them as cards? And I was like, that's not a bad idea. I like that idea of cards, and I get to play, I get to do more fan art. I don't get a chance to do more fan art because, I don't know, like I like drawing stuff that I like, but I guess I kind of just always look at it as like the artist did it the best, and so I don't want to rehash that or try to capture that. But now I'm kind of taking a certain point of view of like just doing what I do and just kind of drawing the characters I want to draw that I thought were really cool. So I figured to do that. So like with Big Barda, I was like, well, I got to redraw my Mr. Miracle to see how that would look. And yeah, I've just been going nuts with it. So this is my takes on all of Jack Kirby characters that he's drawn. I don't have any particular specifics per se. Like, I think in my mind the only drawback is it's not so much his take on other characters. So I won't be drawing like Superman or Jimmy Olsen. I might draw Morgan Edge. I might draw Don Rickles, because that's kind of funny. Or I guess it'd be Goody Rickles. I don't know. But stuff like that. I mean, obviously I'm going to draw Thor. Even though technically Kirby did not create the character Thor. Thor was already a mythology back when it was created, but it's just a thing. Like, to me, he created it. He created that stuff, and not the mythology of, obviously, but the comic book. Like, we wouldn't actually be thinking about the comic book without him there, so to speak. So I'll probably be doing that. But other than that, like, I won't be drawing Green Arrow. He drew Green Arrow in the 50s. But, you know, he didn't create Green Arrow. So, you kind of get the idea a little bit. So, alright. And hopefully you like this format a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, because I am, usually I like to be just a voiceover. I'm not too hip on my own face. Um, but I figure what the heck, then show it and talk for a brief minute before actually showing the video. And I'll probably be talking over the video too. So, but I might have a different comment. I might be talking about like whatever's going on in my life at that moment. So, as you can see, I record this in two different type of situations. So, so that'll be funny. I guess let me know what you think. If it's okay to show my face, kind of like a live action introduction, kind of like how Saturday morning cartoons used to go. Like Bill Cosby with the Fat Albert, you know, he would show up and be like, oh, well, blah, 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 pudding. And then, but Albert's not going to have a problem with this, you know, and then they'd have the they have the TV show after that. Or I guess maybe like Bobby's World too, with Howie Mandel. So, something like that. Maybe. We'll see. So without further ado, here is the video.
Thanks, earlier me. So yeah, this is me going over Big Barda, and usually about this time, I'm kind of done doing the whole like whips and like, oh, I did this and I did that. Although the fan stuff right here was pretty fun to do, because I don't know, I just felt like experimenting. Like usually with digital art, I've been trying to recreate a lot of my work, and like the way I used to do it with the pen and ink and stuff. And then I kind of thought to myself, like, why? I can just be messy and, well, at least digitally messy in my mind. Like before, it was just more just trying to figure this stuff out. And but yeah, like I got a dry brush and see what I can do with it. And then, you know, instead of doing lines, I just try to make as many gaps as I can. I never really do, like in my usual drawings, but then I was like, why the fuck not, you know? So this was really fun. This was a fun thing to do and go over. I did revamp her costume a little bit from the original drawing. Some of the lines just didn't make sense to me, so I just kind of stopped. What's going on? Let's see. Well, we're all done with Christmas. We're all done with New Year's and Thanksgiving. I can't remember when the last time I posted one. I think I posted something in December. So I don't know if I talked about Christmas and all that fun stuff. But we're all done. We're done with the holiday season. And to tell you the truth, I'm glad. I hate December. I hate December. I'm not a Grinch. I try not to be super sad or anything like that, like a curmudgeon. It's just, I don't know. Christmas always brings the worst out of people. I don't care what they say. Like, oh, it's the happy time of year. And no, it's not. Because everybody's always on anxiety. Everyone's just ready to just be as mean as possible. Because they're trying to get a certain thing. People are cutting people off in traffic. We gotta meet expectations that some reason is instilled in us at a young age, and it's a bitch. No one wants that. I definitely don't. So we're all done. New Year's is done. We got what the hell did we get? Oh yeah, we got a Nintendo Switch, so yay! We finally saw, we finally got a new video game console. It only took me about 30 years. No, 20. I think the last time we got something Steph and I got something that was the current was the PlayStation 2. I'm not going to count those Nintendo, mini Nintendo and mini Super Nintendo or anything like that with the preloaded games. I was just like, okay. But yeah, that's funny. And of course, I'm already trying to get retro games on it. Technically, I just bought like a 10-year-old game. It's got Pilgrim vs. the World. So, oh, here we go. This is Scott Free, aka Mr. Miracle. And I like to use like this one digital, like this mannequin posing system that I found on the Google Play Store. So, and I remember drawing this and just having a bitch of a time with the figure. It just did not look right. But I wanted it to be a little bit more dynamic than the one I drew back in like 2016 or 2017. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, this is not coffee with Sean, by the way. This is like almost bedtime with Sean, by the way. So, and then it's just me up. Amelia's asleep. Steph, my wife, is asleep. So, thought it was a good time to record. But yeah, I had a bitch of a time drawing this. It was just like his leg, just some reason looked like the bottom leg, the left or right leg just looked so like farther than his top one or his left one, and I'm just like this entire drawing, it was just me like doing everything that I can to just force that fucking leg in the back. Just like, get the fuck back there. So, but yeah, I'm done with Christmas. I guess the next one I have to do, want to do, is probably Valentine's Day. But it's weird. I was actually talking to a friend of mine on the way of picking up Amelia from school. It's just these holidays, I just don't have them in me anymore. Like, before COVID, it was like, heck yeah, let's do it. You know, I think I was actually like on point. Like, I was like, okay. I mean, Steph always did Christmas and set up for Christmas and Halloween. Like, the big holidays were usually with her, but like, I was usually on point on getting Christmas gifts for Steph and like a few others. And Valentine's Day, and like even planning trips. Like, I do all the planning. And yeah, it's just some reason COVID hit, and I'm just like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Like, I guess we can do this. Maybe. It's just so uncertain. I don't know. I mean, everyone's heard of this. Everyone's talked about it before. So, I mean, I'm not stating anything new. It's just, oh man. It's a thing. I don't know. I wish I can figure it out. It's kind of tough. Like, to me, I feel like I'm in this middle state. Like, I wanted to start my next phase of my life, but also it's like, I don't know where to go. I mean, I do, but it's just, I don't know. So, it's just kind of tough figuring it out right now, which is weird. But, I mean, right now I'm kind of enjoying doing more illustrations and then the comic pages. I'm actually trying to finish this last comic page for y'all on Patreon. Yeah, y'all pretty patient. Hopefully you like it when it comes out. It sets up for a 3rd season. So, there'll be that. But, yeah, it's like I've been kind of liking doing these Kirby cards and kind of want to do more illustrations. Mostly with like the Pittsburgh stuff I want to do, which I'm pretty sure I showed you guys, but I don't know if I did, so we'll see. But yeah, it's just more like doing stuff like that. I kind of feel like illustration wise, art wise, that just feels like the way I should go, because I don't know, it felt like more people were about it versus my comics. Maybe because my comics are kind of like new and you don't know what you're getting into and people are not sure, so I don't really have much of a carrot to draw them in. But like my Pittsburgh drawings seem really cool to people because they know it's this place to visit, and I think the Kirby stuff is good because I mean there is fans like Kirby fans and DC fans and Marvel fans, and so I kind of have a feeling that will probably draw people in, and you know, and it kind of itches a couple of those itches. So oh, that was the 3rd one. Oh, I wanted to do some monster stuff, like monster card or monster stickers. That's what I was gonna do. So it's like those 3 type of things I would like to focus on in the new year, like monster stickers, and it'd just be like fun monsters that I want to draw because I like doing that. Like I used to do that like back in the back day. Like I used to fill up like sketchbooks of like marker monsters. I'd have like, I remember at the Beehive when it was still open, and I would draw like bee ladies and you know, fuzzy monsters, and it was just so fun. So I kind of want to get back to that type of attitude, but now I'm making them into stickers. So I felt like prints, stickers, and trading cards seems like a nice little fun thing to try to sell at art markets. And if something else comes my way, you know, cool, maybe I'll try that too. But yeah, so I'm going to say this next drawing is a bonus because I did not mention it in my video with my face. This is my other Kirby drawing, which stars Shiloh and Oberon. They help out Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. Shiloh kind of like showed up at the last minute though, unfortunately. He got introduced, and then like 6 issues later they like ended the series, and it's just like, oh. But I kind of felt nice to have him in there. So, and I was like, well, I guess I can do Oberon and Shiloh, or Shiloh and then Oberon, and I was like, you know what, I'll just do them both. So I think as I was doing some research on like vintage trading cards, and I saw, you know, like trading cards with scenes, and then like there's people like more than just one. So I was like, yeah, do that. So that was my thought behind that. I redesigned his costume, and I got rid of his, like, I call it a perm. Like if you look at his original drawing, it looked like a perm. Like maybe after I record this, I'll post it right here. I guess you'll see it when I do it. But yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I love Kirby. I love Kirby art. But when it comes to drawing like black people, I don't know, sometimes he just kind of veers off into the weird with their hair. Like, I've seen a couple of times and I'm just like, who are you drawing? Like, I kind of got like some of his references. Like, I'm pretty sure he modeled Sidney Poitier after, or Black Panther after Sidney Poitier. And he probably had Sidney Poitier when he made Black Racer, which will be in the list eventually. But with Shiloh, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, he was a pretty cool, spunky kid, you know, in that vein as like Scrappy Doo before Scrappy Doo. But I mean, he was pretty fun. Anyways. Yeah, like, I don't know what went on with his hair. His hair was, I don't know. He kind of reminded, like I said, a Perm. Maybe even like Big Perm from Friday. Like, you just see that luscious hair just like wafting in the wind. But I don't know. It was like in the shape of an afro. I don't know. Kirby hair sometimes is just weird. Like, any Kirby hair is just weird. So, yeah, it's a trip. But seems like we're reaching the end. Well, y'all have a good new year. I'm going to try to keep updating as much as I can. Sorry for the delays. It's just, I don't know, a funk, something. I just got a lot of plates spinning. I'm trying to figure this shit out. So, alright, y'all. Have a good one. My name's Sean. I want to thank all my patrons. And peace out. Bye.